Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No, I don't.
No.
Not at all.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No, because it's not true.
I'm Jeremy Loffredo for Rebel News at the site of New York City's historic World Trade Center. But before there was this new World Trade Center and sky-reaching Freedom Tower, there was the World Trade Center's Twin Towers. The Twin Towers were destroyed or attacked 22 years ago this week when Mohammed Atta and other terrorists from Saudi Arabia and Egypt, under the direction of Osama bin Laden, hijacked multiple commercial airliners, then managed to evade the entire U.S. military Air Force apparatus and fly them with precision through the nation's most protected airspaces into the most valued national treasures in what's still regarded as the largest ever terrorist attack on American soil. Also annihilated on 9/11 was World Trade Center Building 7. Now, in the Twin Towers' place, there are two behemoth memorial ponds which mirror the ground size of the original towers. The grounds are beautiful. But according to dozens of surveys by some of the most prominent polling organizations on Earth, many Americans don't believe the official story of 9/11. In August 2004, a poll by Zogby International showed that 49% of New York City residents, with a margin of error of 3.5%, believe that officials of the U.S. government, quote, knew in advance that attacks were planned on or around September 11, 2001, and that they consciously failed to act. A New York Times CBS poll from the same year found that out of 1,042 randomly selected Americans, 56% believed the administration was hiding something about the events that unfolded on 9/11. Then, in 2006, a Scripps Ohio University poll of more than 1,000 Americans, 36% of Americans suspected the U.S. government promoted the attacks or intentionally sat on its hands. 16% of respondents believed that pre-planted explosives brought down the towers. A year later, a Rasmussen poll found that 22% of Americans believed the federal government knew about the attacks in advance and purposely failed to act. According to an ISOS Reid poll, which was reported on by Reuters at the time, 22% of Canadians, with 32% of people in Quebec, believed that the attacks on 9/11, quote, had nothing to do with Osama bin Laden and instead was partly orchestrated by the federal government. In a 2008 poll carried out by the nonprofit polling organization International Public Opinion, found that out of 17 nations, majorities in only 9 of them believed the official story. And with former President Donald Trump saying just last month that it's unfortunate that no one has ever gotten to the bottom of 9/11.
Well, nobody's gotten to the bottom of 9/11, unfortunately, and they should have.
I took to the streets of New York City, and I asked residents if they believe the official story. Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
Hell no. There had to be some type of explosives. That's the only way that building would drop like that.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
Of course I do, yeah.
The real 9/11 story, is that real? I don't know. It's like, it's probably real to an extent. You know, there's truth in everything, a little bit of truth. I think, like, when you watch the video, like, the structural elements that people comment on, yeah, it seems really weird and unlikely that it wouldn't have just kind of, like, sliced the top off and the whole thing, like, collapsed in on itself.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No, I don't.
No.
Not at all.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No, because it's not true.
Well, you know, and my theory of life is that I can't believe something that I haven't seen with my eyes. For a short answer, I do not believe that.
Do you believe the official story of 9/11?
No. Nah, fuck no.
For Rebel News in New York City, I'm Jeremy Loffredo. If you don't think the corrupt WHO should be exercising its power over supposedly sovereign nations, go to nopandemiccreaty.com and sign our petition. That's No Pandemic Treaty.